Yesterday, we tackled the stunning Granite Tours hike here in Namadgi National Park. After a solid afternoon on the trail, we made it back to camp, lit a cosy fire and soaked in a peaceful evening, though the campsite did get a bit busier.
Good morning, it's Rob and Annie and we're off on another hike today. Actually, it's not going to be a hike, it's more like a walk, a stroll.
We're doing the Orroral Valley Heritage Walk this morning. We could have done it from our campsite, but the walk yesterday took a little bit more out of us than we were anticipating this morning. So we cheated a bit and we drove sort of a couple of kilometres up to a car park, and now we're just walking through this lovely big open flat valley on our way to the Orroral Valley Homestead to have a look. Apparently it's been restored to what it would have been like when they were grazing in these areas. Anyway, we'll take you along for the ride.
They're looking at us.
Looking at them.
There's like potential energy right now. Look here.
I reckon if you stopped at this marker, boggy bit here. There's a log up here. I reckon I should be able to get across. I hope I don't go in the water.
Oh, don't go in the water, please don't go in the water. Yay! All part of the game. Oh no! I don't want to hit my knees.
The downside of thumbnail creation. Would you like me to help, darling? Hang on. Here we go.
I just need a hand.
Here we go.
I'm sorry.
Ready?
Old knees. They're not what they used to be.
Ready? 1, 2, gotcha.
Thank you.
So we're walking up to the homestead here. I'll turn this around and give you a bit of a shot because it looks very typical bush pastureless homestead and shearing shed up here. I think we can just see the top of it, so you'll get to see what we see.
The old telecom, like the power and telephone line into these old houses.
So I'm standing here at a place called Gregory's Ruins. This is a house that was built by the landowners to house workers that worked on the property. The house was lived in up until the 80s when the land was sold to the government for a lot of the space activity, of which this area is famous for. And then in the early 1990s was deemed not to have any heritage value and was demolished. Looks like a fairly decent sized house and quite nice. Would have been quite nice, I'm sure. And one heck of a view that they would have woken up to. It's absolutely gorgeous here. we are in the Orroral Valley Homestead. This was restored in the early 1990s. And to be honest, we've been in a lot of huts over the time, and this is one of the better ones. So you can see the slab construction, the mortar on the end of the on the ends of the house where the fireplaces are. And if we just spin around a little bit, I mean, obviously the glass has been replaced, but the rest of it, the slabs, the doors, the roof, just everything is just, it's remarkable, to be honest. It's one of the
really
better,
cool.
one of the better homesteads I've visited. So, yeah, apparently this property was 5,600 acres, so it was big enough for the homestead. Just outside there's the remnants of another building, which was a school block and servants' quarters. So, back in the 1860s when this was built, this would have been a little centre of activity for sure for this area. It would have been much more remote back then, of course. Yeah, it's awesome. But I think this is the most interesting thing for me here, this bit.
Oh, wow.
So you can see where they've used old newspaper to line the walls. So I would reckon that's part of the absolute original.
I'm going to see if I can see a date. I can't. Saturday, July 6, 1867.
Yeah, it was under stuff, hey? Because it was just laid over and over and over. Yep, sorting table. And the last of the gear for the shearers. Hello, you two. What's good?
Fun?
Enjoying the sun, hey?
Decided to go up the lookout. Only a 1k return trip from that marker. But our muscles are saying, oh, that's right, steep walking again. It's not that bad, just after the flats. But hopefully the view will be pretty. So we've just stopped after...
We've been going for, I think it was maybe an hour and a half, I think.
Yeah.
So far about 4 kilometres we've walked, so very, very slow.
Yeah, we really like going on long walks, but this has been really pleasant.
So that's the Orroral Valley. Over there you can see the homestead and shearing sheds behind that tree there. And we've just sort of pretty much just walked up this valley. It's been lovely.
And we've just stopped here in the sun, having something to eat.
Yeah, there was a marker that said "look out," and then that was it. So we just wandered up a hill and found a seat. So we're really enjoying, like a man-made seat. We're not sitting on a log or anything like that. So it's really quite comfortable.
Up against this rock.
In the sun.
Yeah, with all the kangaroos.
So many.
You're walking along and you think, I feel like somebody's looking at me. Yeah, it's 100 beady eyes from kangaroos. But yeah, that's been good. So we'll just sit here and relax, and we'll see you on the way back. Oh, and then he stops. We just ran down that hill where we were sitting. Oh, he's still going. Here I am traversing, trying to keep it, trying to keep the hillside level, but no, Rob decides to make a break for it and run downhill. This is what he would have seen. Oh, I am so not graceful. It was a bit faster though. This is the way, rather than walking across the marsh and mud.
Agreed. Whoa. He's so red.
He is. Really stands out. Ooh.
There he goes. So, yeah, on the way back to the car park, and we decided to actually follow the path this time. I think we would have included the footage of us jumping across a bog, and had we followed the path we would have found this thing that I'm walking over that you can probably see in the background, which is a perfectly serviceable bridge. So, but now we're in this lovely little reed bed. Sounds fantastic. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it's just, there's a nice little breeze blowing through it. It's fantastic. We haven't seen this side.
No. No.
I think we did find the right lookout though.
Yeah, I think we did too. You okay? Just that extra hump on your back.
Yeah.
And back at the car park.
Today was all about slowing down and soaking in the magic of the Orroral Valley. We wandered through the homestead, explored the shearing shed and took in those incredible views. It's easy to see why this valley is a favourite for stargazers and even aurora chasers. Sometimes it's the slower paced days that let you connect with a place, and today was exactly that. Camping here over the long weekend has been such a treat, and we know this won't be our last visit. With many more bushwalks, hikes and peaceful campground moments waiting for us.
It's not the world's biggest fire. We normally have them a little bit bigger than this, but it's keeping us warm. The wood is actually catching. And this is the wood that we got from the Namadgi Visitor Centre. Hello.
Hi.
Cold.
Happy wife with a good fire.
Subscribe!